Most of us were waiting to hear the name Hawa Kumsin because
I don't wait any tree, you're so tachra.
Land Cruiser Black no a crossing wood and say be share montem.
E buy di mechanic no mo start some fire.
Wo car na say dey di wo car na chi no.
There be me a mechano.
Okay.
Me a mechano.
The task force observed that the Honorable Phyllis Naa Koryoo denied that her convoy was attacked. She was nowhere near the scene of the incident.
We have heard of news where we've seen we allegedly she had weapons with her and all that. That she in a video I've seen her deny that.
Hawa Kumsin led them and said, "Only a mombono and no be we are be one."
I go to asemono. Say me ke e wo me lawyer nsem a odi court. Ya serve abrante na okoye video. Man call viral. So I don't want to speak about it.
Talk of Ayawaso West Wogon incident, that unfortunate scene, and then Ewutu Senya, I am expecting to hear Hawa Kumsin and how judgment is going to be.
You should come and prove it. Baby, I will who me and my name boys echo tutu. People are just trying to discredit me. Baby, I am me.
This same current MP of Ewutu Senya, which is Naa Koryoo, that reported on Onia TV live. I watched it live myself.
What do me wa gra Nyankopon will punish you. Say bodam for who dware no be fa won tuma dwane. Now we sorry the who di na chi say na say wo kra bodam say bodam for no.
That's the question that they saying. A member mienu awon wash left Naa Koryoo camp. Etu akasa womo. Baako afiri mu. Baako so to awaka no won ye. But they say no.
People will really know who our Kumsin is. Baby, I may corner. I'm for want to distract me, but I'm very focused. They need a baby, I may corner. Nobody can distract me.
And she said it clearly that she was seated in the vehicle and this incident happened.
See me question here,
Muhammad Ali is said to have been flown abroad for further treatment.
And why is she still in Parliament? An MP, you give us a report that this happened, and then next you come back to tell us that this didn't happen. I am shocked. Today saying this, and then tomorrow we'll say this and we'll go scot-free. You and I know this. And another thing is that Charlie, the other people too are refusing to talk. Why is this possible? Because I was the only reporter who had opportunity to speak with her when the incident happened. But today, Honorable Naa said the government is working to strengthen democratic institutions and ensure that elections in the country are peaceful with those responsible for violence held accountable. Fire service, police, immigration, military, Nina is going to be open soon. The flyers are on the screen. All the details are there.
I don't wait any tree, you're so tachra.
Yesterday, 4th of November 2025, at the Information Services Department conference room at exactly 1:30 p.m., Honorable Mutaka had a press briefing on unfortunate acts that went on in the 2020 and 2024 election.
So 2024 election violent cases, starting with Ewutu Senya East constituency, that's Kasoa.
When we heard this news, most people were expecting to hear certain names because during the 2024 election, one popular unfortunate scene we saw at the Ewutu Senya, which had to do with the current MP, which is Naa Koryoo, and then the former MP of Ewutu Senya, which is Hawa Kumsin. And so most of us were waiting to hear the name Hawa Kumsin because we have heard of news where we've seen we allegedly she had weapons with her and all that. That she in a video I've seen her deny that and say that she had given that report to the police to investigate because she has nothing to do with that. I have heard her in a video saying that.
Akotutuo asem no. Say me ken e wo me lawyer nsem a odi court. Ya serve abrante na wokoye video. Man call viral. So I don't want to speak about it. But Sanko police headquarters lodge complaint. Eti mi case da homo. Say he should come and prove it. Baby I will who me am name boys ekotutuo. You see or edom any tree your so tachra. The best say tachreche. I think say people are just trying to discredit me. Baby anyame di me do me anyame ani o. What do me wa gra Nyankopon will punish you. Eti ano de me ni ayi bia allegation mo dey to me so I say I don't talk about it because we kra nyam wa mo ka say chinchina me nka wan asem a I've been advised to also talk about it. E ka me nka because sometimes you first say bodam for who dware no be fa won tuma dwane now we sorry the who di na chi say na say wo kra bodam say bodam for no so I dey say and I don't want it to be like that but as time goes on I'll be vindicated and people will really know who our Kumsin is. Baby I may corner I'm out for want to distract me but I'm very focused. They need a baby I may corner. Nobody can distract me.
But in another video, when we had the Ablekuma, the re-election that went on where Hawa Kumsin was attacked, we had Bisil, what was her name? This woman that stated clearly that she's not sorry for Hawa Kumsin because when she was attacked at Ayawaso West Wogon, Hawa Kumsin has something to do with it. She saw Hawa Kumsin in her face. She stated it clearly.
Hawa Kumsin led them and said, "Only a mombono and no we are be one." She stood and made them beat me. When the police carried me, we were in a gazebo, so there was this mini wall. The police had to actually carry me over the wall because they had blocked the wall. There was a black Land Cruiser. They thought that also I was being taken to. They rushed to the police. The police asked me, "Where's your car?" Then I pointed. Honorable Amate, the former MC of Teshi, was there. He tried to intervene. They beat him and beat the wife.
So with me in particular, talk of Ayawaso West Wogon incident, that unfortunate scene, and then Ewutu Senya, I am expecting to hear Hawa Kumsin and how judgment is going to be with her or how investigations has been so far concerning Hawa Kumsin. But guess what? There's an interesting story around this particular story. According to Honorable Mutaka, this same current MP of Ewutu Senya, which is Naa Koryoo, that reported on Onia TV live, I watched it live myself, where she stated clearly that two of her men, one unfortunately gone, but one, the reporter that reported on this particular issue stated that because of what they can't even step out to take the surviving one to the hospital.
That's the question of saying, a member wash Naa Koryoo camp, a 2 Kasawa, Baku Ashrimu, Baku so 2 Wakano, Womuye, but the say no, Yayano, Obian to me MPA, and dear one Yana cramp on a stone, Nano, Obian to me Piani at the Napa hospital, they say Naa Koryoo fear. And our captain, you want to see.
Then even Naa Koryoo was even interviewed by Captain Smart, and then the reporter asked, and she said clearly that she was seated in the vehicle, and this incident happened.
Honorable Naa Koryoo, what maintain honorable
Honorable, good evening.
Good evening.
Honorable, and then there was what to say East.
Anyway, dear, as a pa. Na the center, Metroaba, a step to Christ polling center. Omoye Akekaina, which me call witness CBT, a real young Ministra, other centers are putting things together. It's a me free step to Christ on. And I mean, who say V8B across it, my official car use to start can and I may use for over 1 year. A party can be used. It's a V8 me, HAC, a cano, na mene, me call for and a tecanim. Na and one say you say, in conformity, sa V8 canimono. O master to say to true. Yake, yanko from Yenuje, omoda from crowd.
See me question ye ne bisa ne mame. Cars na ye dodo saying back home. And on no won't be the ranty and wetchery, and I said, Castle, na do saying.
Can I hear no back and about that's
right.
Yeah, the idea woman had the idea training I took kind.
The idea train.
Eti car no Land Cruiser Black no a crossing wood and I said, a share montem.
A buyer the mechanic almost started some fire.
Who can I said the do can chino?
There be me a mechano.
Okay.
Me a mechano.
Patrona when I will drive it.
Patro there be.
Okay.
Now me driver na ne chicano.
All right. Mo who can na mo yes na net him.
Na yeah 6 na net kanim.
Okay. Na Pacho what two gunshot not a bed do be say.
Yet say to be 3.
Do be 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Enti wo to wie no wo mu di machi be sam ho koya na so mo dane wo mo ho.
Patro mo dane wo mo ho koye.
Now we are waiting to see this investigation and all that. Lo and behold, Honorable Mutaka gave us this report that Naa Koryoo that sat on national television to tell us that this incident happened right in her face is now saying that it didn't happen. She was nowhere to be found. And these are the words of Honorable Mutaka. He stated, Naa Koryoo denied that her convoy was not attacked. She was nowhere the scene of the incident.
The task force observed that the Honorable Phyllis Naa Koryoo denied that her convoy was attacked. She was nowhere near the scene of the incident. Persons who were involved in the incident have avoided speaking with the task force, while Muhammad Ali and others who were in the Mahindra pickup truck and fired shots from their vehicle have also avoided speaking with the task force. So their opinion have not been established. Muhammad Ali is said to have been flown abroad for further treatment. The late Yusuf Larry Idris died from a gunshot, and those who were in the Mahindra pickup with him know what happened. The driver of the Mahindra has been traced, and further investigation is ongoing. The task force will continue with the investigation.
Her convoy she was nowhere. And so if she was not at the incident, why did she say this? And why is she still in parliament? Because if Honorable Mutaka is now giving us this report, which was yesterday, Naa Koryoo has been in parliament in this third sitting. She has been in, and I'm sure this investigations has been going on for a very long time. But in the third sitting, we've been seeing her in parliament. Why is she still there? Because an MP, you give us a report that this happened, and then next you come back to tell us that this didn't happen. I am shocked. But Mutaka has given us the assurance that the government is working to strengthen democratic institutions and ensure that elections in the country are peaceful with those responsible for violence held accountable. He has also assured that investigations are still ongoing, and he says investigations and prosecutions. He said the report has been forwarded to the Attorney General's office for further action and prosecution. Cases status. 4 cases are in court. 3 cases are still under investigation. 3 cases have been forwarded to the Attorney General's office to advise for advice. 2 cases have been settled by the parties involved. I hope this Naa Koryoo's issue is not part, but he has stated that they are still going to investigate into it more. And then he has given us update on the other guy who was the surviving one, who has been flown abroad for
Muhammad Ali is said to have been flown abroad for further treatment.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is very terrible. Me, I see this act as very, very terrible, because looking at
Land Cruiser Black no cross wo de na na se be share montem
Ebaye di mechanic no mo start some fire.
Wo car na se de di wo car na chi no.
There be me a mechano.
Okay.
Me a mechano.
Hey, this country, but and I'm calling on His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to look into this case very well. It is very, very important, because I'm not sure that an ordinary Ghanaian would give us a report today saying this, and then tomorrow we'll say this and we'll go scot-free. You and I know this. And another thing is that, Charlie, the other people too are refusing to talk. Why is this possible? That they have said everything that they could and they are not talking. Why don't they want to talk? Why is it that they don't want to talk? What are they hiding? And the reporter who gave us that report, who sat with Naa Koryoo to give us this report, is even surprised. She's surprised at what is going on, because she was there. She said she was there. She was there. And for us to hear this news today, this is I can't even think far. This is what she states. She says that those calling me names on this are very right, because I was the only reporter who had opportunity to speak with her when the incident happened. But today, Honorable Naa said nothing happened. Okay, I'm surprised, pa. Nobody are surprised. I don't even know what to say, because it doesn't sit well with me. I don't know where I can't even figure it out.
Land Cruiser Black no cross wo de na se be share montem.
Ebaye di mechanic no mo start some fire.
Wo car na se de di wo car na chi no.
There be me a mechano.
Okay.
Me a mechano.
Honorable member. Honorable member of parliament. When we talk of honorable, it entails a lot. Nasa honorable bicham trosia. Honorable Mutaka. His Excellency, Faunansi form, and let us know what it is in this particular issue. We want to know more. Now, another good thing from the camp of the Interior Minister is that there's an announcement of the Ghana Security Service. There's an announcement that fire service, police, immigration, military, is going to be open soon. And so if you're interested, watch out. Watch out. This is not the time so you're going to pay money to somebody to link you into the service. For a very long time, I can testify to this, that for you to hear that these slots are open. I have been to this recruitment before, and how I got to hear was from an insider. Yeah. And so this is good. This one is a good news. And so if you are very interested, no insider now catch me say this and open for this no. And brother, you have to pay. You have to pay. Whom you know and all that. I passed documentation, I passed body selection, everything, examination, I passed. Nenso yam for me. And so say I feel we say there's an opening for this. Hopefully, if you pass all these things, these selections, you are eligible to be a military man one day, or a police officer one day, a fire service. In total, a service personnel. And so get ready if you are very interested. Watch out when the day is out. I think there's a date out, I'm sure. But when you go, we'll put the flyers are on the screen. All the details are there. Category B, what's the requirements, they are all there. So you can go to X, Ministry of the Interior. You find all the information there. You find everything there. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is it on Interior Minister. Every news he has brought out there as at yesterday. Honorable Koryoo. Yeah, sure. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, we are still clocking it. Everything that is in this news, we'll get to find it and we'll clock it. Don't forget, here on Naa Lartey TV, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye.